from the age of the thought police.
Mr. Leary, welcome.
Thank you very much. Chairman Brown, Ranking Member Toomey, and members of the committee, thank you for inviting me to testify about crypto and the collapse of FTX. In 2017, I was a public critic and skeptic of crypto and blockchain technology. As the global regulatory environment began to open up in 2018, I began to invest. Now I am a shareholder in multiple companies involved in crypto technology. In August of 2021, nearly 3 years after I started allocating capital to the crypto sector, I entered into an agreement with FTX to be a paid spokesperson. I was paid approximately $15 million for these services, plus approximately $3 million to cover the portion of the taxes due. I'm only one of many investors that have experienced this loss. However, this changes nothing in terms of the potential of crypto. In fact, the recent collapse of crypto companies has a silver lining. Why? A well-regulated stablecoin backed by the US dollar and other high-quality liquid assets could become the global default payment system over time. The US dollar already denominates the price of oil and other commodities. Why not everything else? What could be more bipartisan than this? Let me close with this. We need to get to the bottom of what happened with FTX, but we can't let its collapse cause us to abandon the great promise and potential of crypto.
Thank you, Mr. Leary. Should there be strong rules addressing related party transactions and creating firewalls between related entities?
The reason this is happening over and over again, and we'll be back here again soon when the next one blows up, is the lack of regulation. That's why we regulate stocks and bonds. They are speculations too. You speculate the profits of the companies underlying those securities. We need to regulate this. I mean, this premise that it's some kind of different issue, it's not. It's just unregulated Wild West, and it will go on and on and on. It's the definition of madness is expecting a different outcome. I mean, that's just, it needs regulation. That's it.
I take it that's a yes, that there should be strong rules addressing related party transactions and creating firewalls.
A long yes.
Okay.
So in Bitcoin, we have no corporation that controls it or issued it. We have no individual. We have no committee. Mr. O'Leary, it seems to me that tokens are very often the tool or mechanism to incentivize people to validate and maintain a distributed ledger. Now, you can gamble with them. You can speculate as to what a given token is going to be worth. But it seems to me that underlying blockchain technology is potentially extremely powerful, is actually already being used in a variety of ways. Could you address this notion that the only possible use is a zero-sum gambling enterprise?
Potential of blockchain technology in authenticating physical assets and contracts and tokens, as you suggest, is incredibly powerful. In fact, I think what's going to happen as we peel the onion on FTX over the next year or two is the shining outcome of the success of the blockchain to track these assets will become the focus of everybody. We will realize every security or token that left FTX, left Alameda, got traded between shareholders, all tracked irrefutably on the blockchain. The power of this technology is very harnessable, very powerful, and of course we should lead the world in it because so much of it is developed here. The hottest hands coming out of MIT right now, where do they want to work? A third of the class. They want to work on the blockchain.
Let me ask you directly. You were an investor in FTX, and I know you've spoken frequently with Sam Bankman-Fried over an extended period of time. Why do you believe FTX failed?
All of a sudden, in social media, CZ is asking for another $500 million. He wants to do a block trade of FTT, or the proprietary token of FTX, wants it converted back to fiat. Why would you put that out there? You know it's going to push down the pressure. It's going to push down the value of that coin dramatically, and that's exactly what happened. For all the talk we say about Bitcoin and everything else, no institutions own this. I work for the sovereign wealth and pension plans. They don't touch this stuff because it's unregulated. These two behemoths that own the unregulated market together and grew these incredible businesses in terms of growth were at war with each other. And one put the other out of business intentionally. But finance is a massive, unregulated global monopoly now. But that's my personal opinion. That is what Sam Bankman-Fried told me in terms of where the assets went. maybe I want a Madoff clawback on those proceeds. Maybe I want to pursue that.
Mr. Leary, I'm sorry, you're about 3 minutes over. You have any follow-up, Senator Toomey?
I had another topic, so if we do a second round, I'll take it up then. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Senator.
FTX, in its terms of service, said title to customer digital assets always remain with a customer. Now that we know is a lie, and now millions of FTX customers around the world will suffer.
Crypto has become the preferred tool for terrorists, for ransomware gangs, for drug dealers, and for rogue states that want to launder money. Do you believe that the potential benefits of crypto are so promising that we should accept weaker anti-money laundering rules and weaker compliance from crypto firms than we require from banks, from brokers, and from Western Union?
No, I think we should apply the same regulatory structure that we apply to existing trading of stocks and bonds on exchanges tied to broker-dealers. That is not complicated. It's already been implemented in other countries. And so, and I take issue, Senator, with your concept that it makes it easier to do money laundering. Currencies have been used for drug trafficking since the 60s in the American dollar, when it was thrown out of a Piper aircraft in a duffel bag. The American dollar is also used by bad actors all the time.
Mr. O'Leary, I appreciate your point that everyone tries to engage in money laundering. That's what terrorists do. That's what drug dealers do. And that's what states like Iran and North Korea have done. It is time for Congress to make the crypto industry follow the same money laundering rules as everyone else.
Over the last more than 2 years, I think this committee has been trying to take a crash course on crypto and understand all its implications. And what would you do going forward?
If I were queen for a day, I would ban it. But if I were someone who was dealing with multiple constituencies and realized that that might not be viable, I think the path I would take would be to strengthen banking law, what I've been calling Glass-Steagall 2.0, and make it quite clear that banks simply may not touch crypto in any way, shape, or form.
Just stop you there. I only have so much time. So you do not agree with isolating it from the banking system?
That's insanity.
Okay. Ms. Schultz?
Unfortunately, Fidelity has made the move to allow people to invest in Bitcoin through their 401k plans, and I think that's highly problematic.